Hello, my name is Daniel Sebastian. I play Jay in our opening sequence.
I'm Kiran, and my role of the group is cameraman.
Hi, I'm Danny Glazier, and my role of the group is the character Curtis. We chose drama/crime as our genre because we got inspiration from the film Adulthood.
Adulthood contains scenes of violence and crime that in this day of age is common.
Teenagers can relate to our movie because they might have come across it before.
This has become a culture with teenagers in Britain.
In our movie, Daniel Sebastian acts in a swagged motion to show he has a sense of respect.
I also tried to focus on the body language that I've seen in adulthood and my environment, and I think I was successful.
I played the role of a teenager whose past life was quite rough, and I want to change it around. But I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The behaviour of Danny is quite casual to get the impression of the audience that he's not a tough thug.
In the opening sequence, I play as the protagonist. I got some inspiration from the actor Adam Deacon.
And I play the role of an antagonist. I also got some inspiration from the actor/director Noel Clarke.
The opening sequence should attract the audience attention. We did this by showing the two main characters, Jay and Curtis. The audience should be shocked and surprised as to what's happening next.
I choose to use the language of a thug, and also the emotion I give can also be seen as respected by people.
The dialogue I chose to use was quite calm and content, as I didn't want to come across as a thug.
Can I help you?
The motion I give off is quite casual.
For our opening sequence, I used many different shots such as pan shot, close up, long shot, POV and track. I used pan to show the point of view of what Curtis can see. That's when he notices Jay in the pot.
The redemption is for a British nationality, teenagers 15 and over, a mainly male audience. It's a British drama and has a negative state of mind.
Also, the way I speak and act in the movie is represented for teenagers.
The clothes I wore can be seen as casual, and I didn't want to stand out as my character is quite calm. The behaviour I give off shows the audience that I want to be on my own. And the setting reflects that too, as it's a calm and peaceful place.
I wore a black hoodie, which could be seen as quite mysterious, and so I don't get any attention. I also wear a black hat to cover myself up to hide my identity. And the bandana represents my gang in the film. Because of these types of clothes, people can guess my personality.
Our film will be produced by the British Film Institution. British companies have produced films like ours before. For example, Kidulthood and Adulthood.
We feel that audiences in other countries wouldn't really get our film, so that's why we are using a British company to produce our film. The audience we had in mind is 15 and over. We didn't want it to be an 18 certificate, as we feel this will limit the success of our film.
Our film would be mainly male. This is because it has a lot of violence in it, and also it represents the hip-hop genre, which are mainly males into.
The audience for our film would be mainly in London, as this is where the kind of behaviour occurs.
We tried not to show much, but show enough to make it interesting for the audience. The fears would be Curtis hanging on for dear life, trying to fight his demons. This could be interesting and emotional for the audience.
The pleasure in our film would be the person that the audience feel has no hope prevails to come out on top. To do this, it means causing pain to others. The audience can relate to our film, as it's not a made-up fantasy, but it could actually happen in the real world.
A lot of shocks and surprises in our sequence. Here is Curtis being the victim of my strike with a blunt object.
The techniques we opted for was fade-ins and fade-outs. Here is an example of a fade-in and fade-out we used.
The enigma code we used contained hooks, mystery, rhetorical questions, emotions, and shock.
We would choose a new setting, different actors, maybe a couple more. Make sure there isn't any background interference. Could have added a bit more to carry on from the blunt object to the head.
We had no concern for health and safety, as our environment was safe. We learned to handle with the cameras properly and gain more confidence with them.
The advice we would pass on would be to know and research all the different shots. As you can see from our film, we try to use as many shots as possible.
We used a tripod as we needed it for the pen. Without the tripod, it would be too shaky and not believable.
There was a couple quality issues. One of these is the background interference from the weather. On the second day of filming, It was a much nicer day to film.
The program we used to edit our movie was Final Cut Express. This was completely new to us, but after about a few minutes of playing about it, we got the hang out of it.
To create our KWD production title, we used Lifetime. It took us a while, but we feel it was worth it.
We gained a bigger understanding of the editing process and how important it is. Also, we developed our skills to plan the whole story and a clear idea of the planning process involved.
I gained more confidence of being in camera and what is needed of me. The hardest part of the planning process was coming up with a story, as we had a lot of different ideas, where the script for the Feed the Fish task was given to us.
Thank you for watching our evaluation of Redemption. Have a nice day.